I don't know if you guys are aware, but I am a Marvel fan. Marvel movie fan. A Marvel fan to the end. I watch Marvel movies, and this year, we get the big one.
There was an idea to bring together
a whole decade since the MCU started, and after 16 movies, Marvel Studios' biggest event to hit cinemas has finally arrived. It has been welcomed with grace and excitement. And as for me, a Marvel fan,
that they never could.
I'm actually a little worried about this one. And here are my reasons why. Disclaimer! I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I don't want it to be bad. I, like everyone else, want it to be good. These are just concerns, if anything. Alright? Okay, cool. Now let's go. Number 1, the No Man's Sky of movies. Does anyone remember No Man's Sky? The video game that promised so much, biggest open world, massive online multiplayer, a ton of exploring. Remember how that turned out?
It's boring and it's badly designed.
Yeah, now imagine Infinity War. If the trailer is saying anything, we are being promised that this is Marvel's biggest movie yet. But even before this trailer, we knew that this was gonna be huge. We've been riding this hype train since who knows what exact date. What I'm saying is, the stakes are so damn high for this movie. So imagine if all that excitement and build-up leads to broken promises. Like a broken video game on its release. After years of waiting, you're not allowed to be bad. Number 2, so many characters. What makes Infinity War such a big deal is that all the heroes of the MCU are uniting to fight Thanos. I'll be back with him in a minute. The MCU has so many main characters. Civil War had 12. Infinity War is going to have over 20 characters. I'm not saying it can't be done. I just can't wait to see how. But when you really think about it, how? Just how? How will they share enough screen time? But anyways, back to Thanos. The villain we know / seen too little of. Thanos. The big baddie of this movie. What do we know of him? He's an insane galactic tyrant looking for the ultimate power to rule over everything. And that is how you spell a generic movie villain. Comic book fans, I'm aware that there's more to him than that. But to moviegoers, this is all we know so far. So amongst the many characters we're going to see, we need a lot of this guy. A lot of pressure is on Josh Brolin's performance. He might need a lot of that screen time. But who knows where he's going to get it, because number 4, there's gonna be so much happening. Let's list it off. Thanos invading, the Guardians meeting everyone, Doctor Strange meeting everyone, Captain America and his crew come out of hiding, Spider-Man gets involved and somewhere gets an upgrade, Thor, the Hulk, and everyone from Asgard finds a place to live and get caught up on everything. Me, trying to figure out how the they're gonna fit all this in and more with the runtime. Then again, this movie is technically getting split into 2, so not all these events need to happen in this one necessarily, but can you see this as being overwhelming with the characters, the events, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Oh, but let's not forget number 5, the deaths. Whenever a fan of the comics or movies, or both, talk about Infinity War, they will always mention about how characters are going to get killed off. This is something that needs to happen. So far, there has only been one real death, Quicksilver, and that barely shook things up. Marvel Studios, we have been following your epic saga for years now. We are ready for this. It is time that you really make something tragic happen. And then I thought, what if they back out of killing some characters? Now hold on! I know that certain actors have their contracts with Marvel set to end after this film and the next one, so we won't be seeing them any longer. However, I thought of this. What if instead of killing off the characters, they are just no longer doing their part in the MCU. Do you get what I mean? Like, just because we're done seeing the actor doesn't mean the character is killed off. They are just no longer active in the movies. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a long shot, but for some reason, I can see it happening. I don't know how they do it, but there's probably some BS they could pull off. And I hope they don't. Don't you dare do it, Marvel. Just please, let me be wrong. Please. In fact, I'm hoping to be wrong about all these things. I even feel bad for having doubts. Marvel Studios has blown us away before, even when a lot of people were concerned. Maybe it will all be crafted just right and surprise everyone. Guess there's only one way to find out. My name is Loop, and I'm out. I don't have a good outro for this video, so